Well, everyone, it's time. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that this room has just been under my skin for a long time. This is our basement, and the bulk of the basement is used for the playroom for the girls. But this room has become our Lego room / workshop room. But you can see my son is really into Legos, and I wanted to give him a more dedicated space. So that's going to be a different video. In the meantime, I need to figure out what to do with all the tools and utilize this space better. Wait, do you see that? All that pegboard, all that wasted space. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to utilize that closet to be the workshop and tool storage. That's my plan. Rooms like this just kind of happen sometimes. So I hear a lot that people say the clutter just kind of snuck up on us and the room became a catch-all after X, Y, and Z. Well, when we bought this house, I was 8 months pregnant. So I wasn't really in a good position to be organizing a workshop room. And then shortly after I delivered my daughter, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. By the time she was a week old, I couldn't even lift her. So this room just never got done. It's been 7.5 years, and it's finally time to do this. So if you are new to Tight Ship Mama, please hit that subscribe button. I make a new video every week where I talk about running your home like a tight ship. We do this with budgeting, decluttering, meal planning, implementing routines, and a little personal development. So as we begin any declutter project, we're going to start with the easiest thing, and that is the trash. So just quickly go around the room and start gathering up all the trash that you can see. Make it easy for yourself. Anything that doesn't belong in that room, go ahead and put it in the room where it does belong, and you can worry about that later. Quickly return to the original project room. So there's a lot of Legos in here, and my son will be doing the Lego side of the room, and that will be a video later on this month. You can see back there I have all the tools hanging up currently on more pegboard. If you've seen my garage declutter and my attic declutter, you know this house came with a lot of pegboard. It's a really economical way to organize anything in your home. And if you check out Pinterest, there's a ton of really cute ideas of what you can do to the pegboard to make it not look so utilitarian. Now, our basement is actually going to be refurbished later on this year or into next year, so I'm not going to take the time to paint the cabinets like I did on the playroom side of the basement because I know that this is going to be done in a little while. But I still want to make it nice in the meantime and give my son a place that he can do his Legos, and he's considering starting a Lego channel. He makes movies and he's really ambitious with that, so I'd like to give him a dedicated space for that. Also, when we declutter, we have to think realistically. How are we going to use this space? When we first bought this house, we were really in the DIY stage of our life where we didn't have a ton of money to hire help. But as we've been here, my husband's business has grown. We're in a different place right now. So we've decided that anything that was kind of a DIY tool or something like that was definitely going to go, because we have to figure at some point in our lives, is it worth our time? Is it worth going to Home Depot and spending $1,000 on tools? Or should we just call someone and ask for help and hire them out? So that's where we are, and that was kind of my thought process as I went through the decluttering process in this workshop room. Okay, we're coming to a little bit of a clearing, and I will show you some of the things that we got rid of and things that are easy decisions that you too can get rid of as well in your workshop room. We've kept these books for years, but the truth is, again, we're not doing a lot of DIY projects, and all of this stuff can be Googled now, and all the manuals are online, so you don't need to keep any of this stuff. Up in these upper cabinets, it was a mix of paint supplies and just random projects, and so I emptied all of that, and that's going to become the Lego storage. And you can see, here's the floor, finally cleared off. It's starting to come into shape. And I've emptied this closet, and I was able to actually eliminate the entire shelf that went in there. You can see all the pegboard that I have to work with, and this is going to be so fun and easy to do. All those tools will find their way into that closet. As with any project, I'm going to lay all the things out on the floor, and we are going to declutter. So I actually sold some of this stuff in just boxes of miscellaneous tools because it wasn't really good to donate to Habitat Restore because it was not new or in the package completely. But people will buy it, guys, so if you want to take the time, go ahead and sell and declutter. Then I started working with what I already had. We already owned a lot of the hooks, but I wanted to make a complete list of all the things that needed a home, and I bought these extra hooks and things on Amazon. This is a box of what I realistically use all the time is just the picture framing things. Here's the finished project. And we're going to take a closer look and see what I actually hung up. You can see everything is off the floor because I don't like creepy corners, and when the floor is clean, you can easily vacuum in there. So everything has a home. This is organized according to paint and paint supplies, spackling, all the things that we would need to do a painting project. To the right, you can see I hung the hammers, and I just bought different types of hooks and things off of Amazon. Here's extra peg hooks because I can use them in other places of my house, and everything got hung up somehow. A lot of this stuff, again, we already owned. I could go back and label these things too. And grand total, you guys, I spent about $90 on this whole project on baskets from the Dollar Tree and hooks from Amazon. Those are actually the plans for our house, the blueprints for our house. And there we go. Everything is nice and clean, and even the hand tools were able to be hung up, like the drills. It's to the right there. You'll see it in a second. The drills and the different tools that we would need for little projects. Everything has a home and is within easy reach. This is a little dark, I'm sorry, but there's the circular saw and the shop vac, the hand vac, the drill that gets used probably more than anything else in this house. Basket of safety glasses that we would use, the battery charger, and some of the attachments for the different instruments that we have there. And that's it. Take care. Have a great week.